Hello YouTubers, this is video number 2. Thanks for joining me. In this video we're going to cover the 3 locations that are on the shortlist for the UK gathering down south. So I did record this after my first video, but as you probably saw at the tail end of the video with it going darker outside, the lighting in here, I started to go like Incredible Hulk or superhero style with laser eyes. So by the end of the video I looked back and it was awful. So I decided not to publish that one, and I thought I'd redo it again today. So back on topic, we needed a location for the third one for this year, and the date is yet to be confirmed. I want to just see what we think of the locations and what style you guys want to go for. Once we've got that down, I'm going to get the dates and book it up. So those of you that have seen the first video will also have seen the summary points I wanted to take forward and consider for this gathering. And to be honest, it's been pretty challenging. Trying to meet all of those demands in a location near to London has been difficult. So the 3 locations I've got on the short list are down south, like ish, and some of them will be a little bit further away from London than others, but I just want to throw them out to you and see what you guys think. So let's get cracking. The first one that I've come up with is Pine Tree, which is based in Devises, Wiltshire. For those interested, the postcode is SN10 2JA, and the price for this one for a Friday to Sunday is 1,200 quid. So for that 1,200 quid, we get a self-catered location in the middle of the woods. There's just us, and it can sleep up to 18 people. It can actually cater for up to 24 people like around the table, and there's an open plan kind of front room living area where you can get quite a lot of people there. So we could definitely have more than the 18, but only 18 could stop there. Based on the numbers we've had at the last 2, that would be more than sufficient. And if we were to divide the 18 people stopping by the 1,200 quid, it would come up with, rounded up to 67 quid for a 2-night stay. Then we just need to chuck activities, drink and food on top, which to be honest I think is pretty good value. This is a really solid option for me. I think it's the kind of the all-rounder option. The downside is it's a little further away from London, and the other downside is the fact that it's fairly limited to maybe, I'd say, 25 people. If we have more than 25 wants to come along, we might need to look at one of the other options. Okay, option number 2 is Creepsee Place Barns, which is based in Burnham on Crouch in Essex. The postcode for that is CM08PJ, and this one costs 3,180 for 2 nights, so almost 3 times the amount. But this can sleep up to 35 people, and it can have at least 50, I would say maybe even 60-70 people outside in the area. It's a huge space. This one's a little bit more of a luxury option. The spec is a lot higher, and obviously the price goes with that. But you'd be looking at, for the 35 people stopping over, a price of 91 quid rounded up. So you've got 67 quid for Pine Tree or 91 quid for Creepsee Place Barns. And by the way, the 3 I'm going through now, I'll put links in the description below so you can actually go to the website and check it out yourself. The third and final one I was looking at, which I think will be a little bit more in line with what we stand for, is the Sustainability Centre in Wetherdown, East Meon, Hampshire. The postcode for this location is GU32 1HR, and the cost of this one is 1,400 quid for 2 nights, and this can cater for up to 38 people. So the maths on that divided by the 38 is £36.83, which is bloody good. It's almost half the price of the first one. Okay, the pros and the cons of this one. The spec is lower than all the others. You're looking at bunk beds, single beds, kind of stacked on top. The living room stroke dining area, I think would really struggle to have like an open conversation with 38 people in. I think it would be quite crammed. We can go outside, and that's permitting that the weather's nicer. The other option with the Sustainability Centre is that you can rent out a room Now the room that I was looking at, the Woodland room, would cost £1,500 in itself for the whole weekend. So that is almost double the, well, it is more than double the cost of the self-contained accommodation itself. So if you were to book both the outdoor room, which could cater for 60 people, and the 2-night accommodation, you'd be looking at £76.30 per person. But people might not want that. We might not fill it anyway. But the 3 options that I put forward here are very different. The Sustainability Centre is a public. It has the public around as well, so it's a public location. We'll have the lodge to ourselves, so none will be coming in and out of that. But if we go outside and in the wooded area, there will be families and there will be other people around. There's also another campsite as well, so it's a lot cheaper. But we're not going to have our kind of freedom. I think in our building we'll be absolutely fine. But my gut feel is that Pine Tree, for the numbers, would probably tick more of the boxes that you guys were after, as it's still fairly cheap. The Sustainability Centre is probably a very close option, which I think a lot of you would like. Creepsee Place Barnes was just a little, yeah, I'm just putting that out there. I was actually quite surprised that the spec is really high. It's a beautiful location, and it was only kind of 25 quid more, so I thought, okay, it's worth putting in the mix. So I've checked availability, they're on and off, and I think we may struggle to get some available for the dates that we want in October. But to be honest, I just want to pitch those 3 to you to see which one stands out more. So do you want the smaller self-contained location in the middle of the woods for 60 quid, kind of mid-price bracket? Do you want the more luxury option in Essex, which you've got really nice spec? We're on our own. It's a massive area. We could get 70 odd people there for 90 quid, £91 for 35 people. Or the Sustainability Centre, where we can have around the same amount of people, 38, but you're paying literally a third, like £36. So those are the 3 options. I'm going to pop links in below. Please let me know in the comments below what you think. Also come onto the website, my blog, and let me know at Financially Free Before 40. And I'll also put forward a survey on my blog where you can let me know which one you want. I made a note of this on my blog as well. I'm also going to ask you in the survey what you want to call this group, this gathering of minds. We've had some suggestions on the survey, so I'm going to put the suggestions I've had so far, and we'll put a vote down for which name we want to run forward with this. So I think that's about it for me. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and hit like. And if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them below. But I'll see you in the next one.